Hello, hello. Good evening, folks. Welcome to another stream of My Time at Portia. This is Poriza in my third week of streaming, and I'm just checking that all my settings looks right. I am live. There's no text on screen that says I'm starting soon or am I going for a bio break, so all looks good on my side. Let's play some My Time at Portia. To set the scene, I was fishing last night in the game, and I've also just gotten a new stable. So I've got a horse from McDonald's and a horse from the guy McDonald, not horse from McDonald's. Got a horse from the guy McDonald, Farmer McDonald, and I've been training the horse a little bit. But the last thing I did actually in terms of the campaign was I've unlocked the desert. So today I want to go a bit and explore more of the desert, because I remember I've done a few commissions that I had to abandon before I got the desert unlocked, because those commissions required items from the desert, and one of them particularly is snakeskin. So what I want to do today is actually to number one, clean my inventory. I'm gonna sell some fish. 3 kingfish. Wow, man, so much money. Yeah, I had a good fishing session last thing yesterday. Yeah, I want to go and farm the stuff in the desert, just so I've got a bit of stock of those kinds of items. From the Civil Corps, I posted a few commissions as well for the Civil Corps, which I expect. Yeah, Worn Fur. Hello, builder. We've completed your commission. Worn Fur. These are the loot that we recovered. Nice. Oh, enjoy. Nice working with you. The Civil Corps. Thank you, Civil Corps. And Animal Bones. Thank you very much. I will take it. From Town Hall. Dear citizen, we're holding the opening ceremony for the Portia Museum on Saturday morning. Please come by. I have full confidence that the Portia Museum will become a major attraction for our city. Mayor Gale. I think I actually want to note that down in my calendar before I forget. So, Saturday morning, you can make, if you haven't done this before, you can make custom notes on your calendar. You click on the day you want to make the note for, which is the next Saturday. I want to make a note, and it says what time of the day. So this is the time of day. Just give it to me. 8 o'clock in the morning, and type in museum opening ceremony, in case you forget. So I likely will forget to actually go there unless I remind myself. So now there is a reminder on the 27th, then very next Saturday, as per the letter that I got in my mailbox, and from May. Hi Poriza, now you have a camera and I have a shiny new printing press. It's time for us to team up and make some articles on local events and people. First, to celebrate the new upgrades you made for the Portia Times, it seems right to have the first article be about our work together. I need a photo of me and you, the outside of the Portia Times, and the printing press. Let me know when you're finished. May. Sweet. Photos of Portia. Mission accepted. North. It is Wednesday. What? Ak.
Hello.
Intercept. So Ak currently just comes by my workshop yard to admire admire the Lara model that I've built. It's like a little scarecrow. Wow, look at that. Monument model viewed by May. Relationship +20. Which is these two models to the right of the screen. There's some relics that I've put in my yard, and every once in a while you get some random bonus relationship points if somebody likes what they see. As I was saying, so Ak, which is this robot guy, he comes around to look at this model that I actually built for him of his lost love Lara. And when he comes by, I'm trying to befriend him, so I'm trying to actually give him gifts and increase our relationship. And he loves industrial engines. And just general chat as well.
So many AIs walking around. It's kind of lonely to be the only one here now. What happened?
Don't know. Also, Paulie is like the resident strongman in Portia, and he's actually now training with the Civil Corps, making sure all of them are super strong. And I have a horse now, so I can actually use my horse to make sure that I am quick to beat Higgins to the weekly commissions. Higgins, you're too slow. Maybe I can do a little bit of sell stuff before.
I heard the mayor will be building a new settlement over on the southern bank of the Portia River. I'm sure we'll get more patrons soon. Hey! On guard! Huh! Watch out, young one. Your reaction speed is way too slow.
One thing I'm not sure about is if time passes when you are talking to people. For example, you can see people moving around, but whether in-game time passes. Because I've started this about 7:45, and I'm just wondering if Higgins is gonna grab the commissions if time passes and I don't realize time passes. I want to give him a gift. Do I have his gift? No, I do not have his gift. Should we try something else? How about a flower scooper?
Oh, are you giving this to me? I'm sure I'll have a use for it. Thank you.
An average gift. Distinctly average. Let's see. Okay, time didn't pass. It was still about 2:45. Let's see. Whoa, market price. He will not be able to take 3 kingfish off my hands. The other negative point about high market price is if you've had a good fishing day, you might not actually be able to offload all your fish. Okay, so I got 20,000 golds just on those few fish. Well, let's do this. Whee! Higgins, I'm watching you. I love that they put you like a little nemesis in the game to make it a bit more serious, man. Like, what's a good story if you don't have a nemesis? Oh, and there's loads of new commissions as well. I want an A commission, flower carpet, I will accept, and one of these, 6 iron wooden planks and poles. Oh, which one is the biggest one? 4 wooden pillars, 2 large pillars, they're all about the same. This one. Okay. Oh, I'm so close as well to top of the workshop rankings. I am what's that? 240-ish behind. Oh, and I'm trying to beat Higgins before the end of the month. So I better pull up my socks and do lots of commissions today. And I hope the other guys aren't where I handed in isn't actually at the other side of the map. Thinking about the Eufala Tunnel, they might actually be. Let's see. I need a steel shell. Oh, I've actually got, I think, the materials for a steel shell. Oh, steel plate. Oh, this is got it! No! I've got 0 steel plates? Why have I got 0 steel plates? That is not good. Refuel. Give me more steel plates, please. I think what I was doing was actually the steel frames. I used all my previous carbon steel bars for maxing out my or getting a bunch of steel frames. Okay, flower carpet as well. It's a bit tricky because I don't think I've done that before. How do I pick this up? Can I pick this up? How do I pick this up? Give me E. I will gather that and I will gather that. Okay, flower carpet. Ouch, pigments. I was too greedy. I went for stuff that I haven't got yet. Unless I go and buy, because I've now got a bit of money, I can buy pigments from Carol's flower shop. So, if we are quick, we can do it quickly. Pigments, please. Pigments. Unless she has a flower carpet for sale. No. No. But these are very expensive for one pigment. I wish you could sell that for the same price, but I don't believe that is the case. How many do I need? Give me 10. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Need to kick off some flower carpet. Oh, gather. Oh, gather, gather. These are all fertilizer ingredients, so I just make sure I get all the fertilizer ingredients. Could have actually sold a bit of the let's see, say craft me some flower carpet, and I need 3 of them. 3 flower carpet craft. 1, 2, 3. Confirm. Okay. So yes. I need to get the mayor. Let me actually store a bit more fish. I've only got 1 fish storage. I've got a couple of I've just got a couple of helper storage boxes as the next tier of storage. They have 60 slots. They're huge. And let's see, I think I can store the pigments in here. Okay, let's see. I want to go and see the mayor. And try and sell a bit more of the fish that I've got. Mayor, there's the mayor.
I can't wait to see South Black completed. I'm going to put our city on the map, figuratively. Hello.
Hello.
I hope Portia can be more prosperous under my guidance and become the model city in Free Cities Alliance.
Let's see, I wanted to give him a tea table.
It really is a nice present. Thank you.
How about obvious? Obvious. Fine, complete. Don't say that. Ah, there we go. Paper! Let's see what he got. It's one of those where he's cheating. Paper. Rock. Rock. Paper. 2 each. Next winner wins. So oh, he won. How are we looking in terms of our relationship with Mr. Mayor? So very close to the next one. I think it's the first one is from stranger to associate when you finish the first star, and then buddy after the second one, and then 2 more to reach friend and 2 more to reach best. I think that is the case. We will see shortly. Mission Eufala Tunnel Steel Shell. And I'm going to sell some fish. And some roses as well. Some roses. 126% market price.
I saw a new face in town the other day. I think his name was Mint. He was so polite.
Nice. Oops, I've said interact with my horse. Let's actually interact with the horse and pet him a little bit. Because that would increase his loyalty. Pet. Nice. I love the little hearts. I think, there we go, little hearts. My horse loves me. Twitch loves me.
Hey!
Alice, how about...
I'm always looking for new books to read. If you have any recommendations.
Nice. She's a book person as well. I love books. Let's see. It's a really nice present. Thank you. You are welcome, Alice. As long as I get past the relationship points. I wanted to sell a little bit of fish. Don't think she can't afford a kingfish at this market price. Let's see. There's them and some of the cheaper ones she can afford. Okay. And the last one, Total Tools. I say last one, but I can also go to Granny Sophie because she buys as well. I don't think the museum is open yet. Yeah, so it might only be after the opening ceremony. Kind of makes sense, right? But wait. There's something going on here. Ah, there we go. Little cutscene. Opening of the bridge.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, we're one step closer to making Portia a pivotal hub within the Free Cities. I hereby declare the Portia Bridge open for business.
Yay! Everyone cheer! Cheer! Air clap! Nice. Oh man. There's quite a few of these things that I was I need to come back and do that I would need for some other random recipes. What did I want to do? Make sure. I wanted to go to Granny Sophie's farm and sell some more fish. My horse isn't fully trained yet. It usually takes a bit longer to get out of the, or to fully deplete your horse's endurance, but mine isn't fully trained, so it's fairly quick. Let's see. Granny Sophie? Granny Sophie? Maybe she's outside. I wanted to sell some fish. Cool. So I've cleaned out the stores in town with my fish. So I've made, how much did I have? Did I have about 7,000 or so? So I've got about 22,000. It's a nice amount, and I've got a bit of extra fish as well for the following day, that I don't have to go and fish again, but can just finish selling what I've got so far. Where was Mint, by the way? Did not see Mint. Maybe he's sleeping. He falls asleep everywhere. So it's either, I think in the morning he's somewhere around here. Yeah, I want to befriend Mint so I can get... how do I get up there? I think it was something like this. E open. There we go. I stood on my horse to open the chest. Maybe I can do it on this one as well. No. Oh, wait. If I do wall walking with my horse. Maybe from the other side. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Bistro! I was wondering what that sign actually said. Bistro. Let's go and see how my stuff is coming along. Steel plate. Oh, how many steel plates have I got? 1, 2, 3 steel plates. Okay. How many do I need? I need... Oh, I've got enough. Let's do this. Craft 2. Nice. Nice, nice. Let's do this. And I think this is simply handed in to A&G Construction. Yeah, let's do this quickly, quickly. I want more commissions, more commissions. Albert, did you just leave the office as I was coming in? You better still be outside. Sometimes they seem to teleport like over the map when they exit the building. Luckily not this time.
Right, huh? Nice quality. Thanks.
You're
This Mint
welcome.
fella, supposedly he's a relative of Gale's. But Gus doesn't talk about him at all. Do you know anything about Mint? Other than that he sleeps a lot.
Other than he sleeps a lot? I heard he likes roses.
Hello. This is terrible weather. It's a furnace here. I gotta relax a bit at the cafeteria. Bye.
Bye. Kiki, hello. Lulu, Lulu. Right. Let's go and pick up another commission. Just in case you've not noticed this, when it is a I want to say campaign commission, it typically has this P for Portia, but once you've done one, you can already pick up another one like right away, and that's only for the campaign commission, so I can't do this other one. I've still got a commerce commission, but even if you've done a commerce commission on the day, you can't pick another one. But if it's a campaign mission or commission, you can pick another one. So let's see, 2 large pipes. Not sure what's needed for that. 4 wooden pillars, 6 iron wooden planks. I've got iron wooden planks, I think. Let's do this. Iron wooden planks. If I can get all of them done today, all these extra ones, I might actually be able to beat Higgins this month. Iron wooden planks, iron wooden planks. Let's do this. Manufactured iron wooden planks. Yes, I've got enough. Nice. Cancel. Oh, yeah, I can actually put stuff in there. In AA for sale, I want to put in these extra fish that I've got that the town cannot afford. Sort all the remaining, sort all, yes. And animals. I'm gonna put the dragon thing in there, even though it's definitely not animals. How's my flower carpet's coming along? Flower carpet, I've got 1. Okay, that's gonna take a while. Albert, I think, went for lunch. So, Albert, did I say hello to Sonia? Hello, Sonia.
Mint is kind of cute, don't you think? But he sure naps. The other day he came in for an order. Before I fulfilled it, he was already sound asleep. I have never seen anyone do that before. Hi! Summer is the best time to enjoy cold drinks. Stop by our bar when you have time.
No.
See you!
it's a condition. It's called narcolepsy, Sonia. People just fall asleep everywhere. I want to talk to Albert. Hello.
Righto. Nice quality.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Sure. Oh, another 160 red points. I was like 100? No, 60 red points. Oh, that might not be enough. I hope there's another set of commissions. Let's see. Quick. Must do commissions. Must beat Higgins. Oh, the pressure, man, the pressure. Okay, it's just 2 large pipes and 4 wooden pillars. I'm just worried in case it exhausts my iron wooden planks, like that one just did. I think these ones now actually require a bit of construction. Or is it? It might just be the workbench. Let's see. Workbench. Yep. Poplar wood. And that comes from... I think that's actually from the desert. So I need... It is from the desert. I'm going to chop a few trees in the desert. It might be Bassanio Falls or it might be the desert. The desert's a bit closer, so I'm going to check that first. I think it's those holy trees. the trees that's a bit whiter yellowish. Might be wrong as well. Let's see. Poplar logs might be Bassanio Falls. Oh, let's do this quick. Ah, it is poplar wood. Nice. But it's not logs. I need logs, right? Oh man, yeah, I'm so worried. Unless it's something I make with poplar wood. Maybe I make poplar logs with poplar wood. It's kind of reasonable, right? It's reasonable. And it gives me some ironwood as well, which is nice, because I'm constantly running short of that. At the moment, I should say. At the moment, I'm constantly running short. Oh, I need to be careful around here. I think, yeah, there in the distance, some snakes. And some animal skeletons. That's the other thing that you don't get before you, or don't really get before you come into the desert. There's, I think, a couple in the sewage plant ruins that drop animal skeletons, but not farmable really. Poplar wood. Just going to chop these trees. Oops, if I can see the tree, there we go. Oops, they're stung by bees. Just, oh, there's one snake a bit close to the trees. And they're level 29, so I need to be careful. Higher than other recent mobs that I've fought. I'm gonna chop these 2 trees and not spend too much time fighting mobs. Do this. I am gonna go and see if I can now make it. If that was the right ingredient or not. I hope it was. Oh, and 57 ironwood, goodness. I should do more of that. Maybe I should have actually farmed ironwood instead of just waiting for the tree farm to send me some ironwood at their exaggerated fee rate. gather the flower carpet now for the commission. There we go. And let's see whether I can make this. Yeah, I can make wooden pillars, craft 3 things. So it is just poplar wood. Ah, sorry, I read it as poplar log, even though it's poplar wood and you gather it from logging. See, I should just actually read what it says and try to remember what it says. Oh, now, wait. Let me actually see. Who's this? This is a Commerce Commission. Where in the world is Albert? I think it handed in with Albert. Yeah, with Albert. Give them to Albert. 3 out of 4 wooden pillars. Oh man. Okay, let's go back home. That's why it wasn't actually showing. Because I'm not ready yet. Give me one more, please. Craft 1. There we go. Okay. So, Albert is actually at ANG. We actually get some stone, because I want to exchange some stone as well. Sort all. Let's put iron wooden planks away, manufactured. I'm going to keep this. I want to put away the extra. I can actually make this. Or was it animal stuff? Animal stuff is the flowers. And items is a. Hold on, items and gifts. This talisman. Snake meat is probably food. And the poplar wood is a logging resources. And I wanted to pick up mining stones to exchange for wood. I think I'm doing well. Albert, before you go.
Righto. Nice quality.
You are too kind. Let's exchange. No, cancel. Don't sell it for goals. So that's the other thing. ANG Construction is the shop with the most goals, but they don't buy fish. So you have to find stuff that they will actually buy, and you could potentially make up to 54,000 goals per day if you find something that they would buy. So I think they actually buy most mining resources. So if you've had a very lucrative mining session or a bunch of sessions and you've got spare or surplus ores, for example, you can just go and sell it to ANG Construction. And I wanted to pick up the last commission before they close. Yeah, it's just one left. Just one left, that's right. 2 large pipes, which I will accept. Thank you. And I will hand in the flower carpets. Was that with Django or Emily? Let's see. Oh, hold on, it is with Django. Commerce Commission. Lovely. Hope to see you soon at the round table. Right. So, let's see what's required for large pipes. Okay, large pipe. I've got enough of that, and I will finish that as well. Right. What's it? Let's do this. And I could potentially finish this May quest as well.
Nice quality.
I wonder if that gives red points.
With this, We can start drilling the tunnel as soon as Mint returns in a few days.
Ah, Mint isn't on the map. Let's see. I just got a skill point. Double loot chance increase, please. What was it say? Mission complete. Photos of Portia. Okay. I wanted to check if this mission has become friends with Albert, which actually then put their birthday on the calendar. So I'm friends with Django, so I know his birthday. Emily, I know his birthday. Her birthday, and Gales, I know his birthday as well. If you give them a gift on their birthday, you get, I think, triple normal relationship points for that gift. So if you give them something that they like, it's like super good for your relationship. Let's see. I don't know Sam's as well. Nice. Plus, on any public holiday like martial arts competition or this Day of Memories, if you give them gifts on those days, anyone, you get double relationship points as well. So, good days to give gifts. I wanted to go and take a look. Can I say hello to Emily today?
Hello.
No. Hello.
It's so hot in the summer. It would be really nice to be able to absorb the sunshine and convert it into energy, like the wheat in the field.
Yeah, we should start a cult, and that will be our motto, like wheat in the field. I want to give you a pumpkin pie gift.
It smells too good to eat.
And it disappears. Just like that. Whee! Let's go and see. Did I just run over somebody? I ran over Scraps. Sorry, Mr. Scraps. I did not see you there.
I'm planning on taking my students to visit Siwa's farm at the edge of the desert. I hope they're excited. We don't go on field trips too often.
Nice. Siwa's farm. I wonder if I met Siwa yet. Like a gift. I heard you like a crystal necklace.
Wow, I've always wanted this. Thank you, I'm so happy.
Right. Okay. It's in the exterior of the Portia Times. May, wait a minute. May.
Hello.
How about a group photo? With May, please. Escape. With May. A group photo with you in the frame, please. There we go. The horse is pushing the camera around. Does that count? I think that counted. How about some different postures? You can actually zoom. Okay, let me actually try a bit of this rotate. Rotate? Right? No? See, pause or zoom time. You can pause it at some really awkward moment as well. Distance. Zoom. There we go. Take that. Save. Oh, Twitch, you're in the way. Okay. Yeah, got a photo of May. Let's see. Just need to go inside the Portia Times. I hope it's not too late. What time do they close? Yeah, still open. Because the printing press is inside. Surprise, surprise.
I think the establishment of South Block will be an important event in Portia's history. Eventually, I think our town will be as big as Atera.
Nice.
Hello.
Yellow.
Portia is becoming a hot destination for emigration, you know. Many people are moving here from the surrounding free cities.
Is it my imagination, or did those two voices actually sound different? Sure, how I can test that. just talked. How about some RPS? I can't play RPS yet. I want to take a picture, which I think is Z. There we go. Take a picture. I think a lot of the when you need something in the frame, will actually put that little tick mark there, which was why I was confused earlier with the May one not putting the tick mark there. So I can look at the right hand screen that I've actually now confirmed that I've got the printing press picture, which is nice. And outside of the Portia Times. I'm not sure how outside like this. So the doors. So I'm looking for that tick mark, and it doesn't look like I've got a tick mark. Ah, there we go. There's the tick mark. Space. Nice. I'm holding up the Portia Times. The other thing you can do. Let's do this actually. You can advertise in the Portia Times, and you get rep for the week that it's on. I think plus 20 a day, and because I'm so close to the next level, I'm very tempted to see if I can advertise again. I've done it once before. Let's see. DD's come to Portia. Seaside warns Duvos. I've read all these stories. Pandemic epidemic. Actually read some of this. Tensions have risen to the highest in years between the Empire of Duvos and the Principality of Ethia over the Orzu ruins. The ruins have been a site of contention between the two states for the past 20 years. Tensions started rising when Duvos placed troops at the entrance to the ruins, blocking any non-Duvos from entering. The High Princess of Ethia, Alessa, issued a statement saying, "We are negotiating with the Empire of Duvos with the hopes for a long-term settlement over the Orzu issue. However, we will not accept the actions of the Empire against our citizens at the site. If these actions continue, we will have no choice but to fully defend our sovereignty." On the streets of Grace, people are gearing up for conflict, with many throwing support behind the government. Ugo, a shop owner, said, "We're all gearing up for this fight. If Duvos think they can just walk all over us, they're in for a beating." Okay. Meeting Mr. Ack. A piece of an old space station crashed into the collapsed wasteland recently. Miraculously, a computer AI named Mr. Ack survived the impact. The other human crewmates of Mr. Ack were not so lucky. Their remains have been buried in the cemetery by the Civil Corps. According to Mr. Ack, he was in maintenance mode for the last 330 years, before the Age of Darkness started. He said, "I was a chef on a space station, so they didn't tell me much, but I remember my interfacing source being very sad the last time I interacted with her. She was like my commander of sorts. I remember our space station being rocked by explosions before the station put me in maintenance mode. Then I woke up here." Mr. Ack has been welcomed by Mayor Gale into our city. He currently lives at the Civil Corps. When asked what he plans to do now, he said, "Doodle dogs, I want to start cooking again. That's what I was designed to do, and I love it." Nice. Let's see. Ad placement. Builder defeats Rat King. Let's see what May says about it. Recently, it was found that the water of the Portia River has been polluted by a source above Bassanio Falls. The mayor asked the Civil Corps to quickly find the source and neutralize it, as the Portia River is the main water source for Portia. When Civil Corps member Sam took a builder with her to the WoW Industries ruins to fix the source of the pollution, they found that it was the Rat King behind it all. Sam told me, "The Rat King wanted revenge for the defeat of his son, the Rat Prince." Anyway, that's not the main point. It was talking! A talking rat! Can you believe it? Sam said Builder's Breezer defeated the Rat King and fixed the pipes leaking the pollutant. According to the research center, they can no longer find any traces of the pollution in the water as of this writing. That's the best. Play your ad. 100 goals. Get some red points. Yes, please. It might just be enough to actually push me into the lead before the end of the summer. Wait, May? Where's May? Can I hand in the quest? It's May, hold on. Let me check. Where's May? May is over there. She's running around gathering stories. May. She was running.
These photos look great. Look for my article at the start of next week.
Nice. Thanks, May. Relationship plus 30. Nice. Now, let's just check. Oh, I can open that as well. Honeycomb. And... oh, so close. So I'm out of missions, but if I make it back to the Commons Guild, I just want to quickly check if I'm caught up to Higgins yet. Wow, it's going to be so close, man. Because normally there's only like a few points difference between like the top commission and normal commissions. Wow, less than 100. The gap is so close. Less than 100. Wow. Okay, let's actually make sure I've got stuff cooking on my farm or on my workshop. And I might go mining again. I still got a mining license for mine number 2. So let's see. How's the day? Oops. Is any of my harvesting stuff ready yet? No. Okay. I might also, okay, it's a bit late now, I might want to upgrade my house soon. I did a check yesterday and I think I've got all the materials to upgrade it. So I should do that soon, because I've also upgraded my land in order to get the space to upgrade my house. Because the next level house is really big in terms of footprint, so I wanted to make sure I've got enough space for that. Oh, nice. Okay, I think I'm actually... Mr. Horse, come over here. I'm gonna kickstart you some training. Stable. Training. And let's do some dash endurance utilization. It's a bit low. Okay. You keep there and getting trained. Okay. Let's make sure I'm topping off production as well. Okay, lots of carbon steel, please. Lots of carbon steel. Refill, top up. Refill, top up. Refill, top up. And when I get Act to actually start working for me, he will do a lot of this. Refill and top up stuff. What was that? Charcoal. More charcoal. Because that's carbon steel ingredient, please. Refill. Craft some more. Carbon steel. Refill and craft more. I need to make sure I feed my fish as well. That long-term plan is actually to get a fishing empire going. Current fish tanks is a bit small though, so I just want that as a sort of a little bit of a feed of goals. I'm only really seriously gonna go for it once I've got the big fish tank, which is the crystal tank, which is the big one. Okay, I think I've got enough glass now. Carbon steel, iron bar. I can make strengthened glass, but I've got enough of that for the moment. Let's make a carbon steel. This is one that I run out of frequently. Carbon steel, more carbon steel. Craft. Carbon steel, more carbon steel. And manganese. See, I've also got these apple slices going, which I am trying to stockpile before I get the drill and chainsaw, which is the next tier of the pick. So I'm currently on fisherman's axe and fisherman's pickaxe, which is, I think, the 4th level. You start with the plain one. Oh, I need to look at this. A plain one, a bronze one, an iron one, and then the fisherman's ones. So it's about level 4, and I believe the next one there isn't another one that's just pickaxe or axe. It's drill, which replaces the pickaxe, and there's a chainsaw that replaces the axe. And they are super quick in terms of how quickly they. And I think the animation is shorter, but it uses just as much stamina. So you can actually super quickly completely deplete your stamina when you just take out the pickaxe or the chainsaw. It's super quickly deplete your stamina. It feels worth it though, in terms of how quickly you get the rewards as well. But yeah, if you're used to like taking a long time to do stuff, it won't take a long time to do stuff if you've got those advanced equipment. Okay, that was that. Let's see over here. Resin. Make some more fertilizer. I haven't got zeolite. I want to make pigment. That's the one that I'm still waiting for my rainbow flowers for. Hardened clay. I can make a bit of hardened clay. I've got a feeling. The tempering liquid is the one that's a bit iffy in terms of getting that, because the only way I found to actually get that in reasonable quantities is either mining abandoned ruins 2, but you get maybe 2 or 3 per session. But the one that I was talking about in terms of volume for tempering liquid is actually the commission of sewage plant dunes level 2, and you post the commission with the civil corps, and they can gather it for you, and then you get like a reasonable quantity. What did I want to make here? Maybe I've already run out of flour. Come on, let's make some more dough, because dough is also a fish feed. Milk tea, make some more milk tea. Don't want to use all of my tea and milk, so let's make one more stack. That's sort of a backup apple slices thing, because it's only 4% of stamina, where apple slices is 10% of stamina. So let's see, store stuff, yes please, and make sure to feed the fish and top up my agriculture fertilizer. So number 5, fertilizer, apply fertilizer, yes please, and apply a bit more. How's it looking? Okay, everyone's happy, nothing to harvest it. So yeah, so let's actually pick up this and review. We're going to make more rope. Let's make more rope. What else? Flower carpet. I can make like maybe 5 or so, and linen rugs. That's the other thing I wanted to harvest in the desert areas, spider webs. Actually make a few of these. Okay, no. What's currently doing? That's doing rope. Let's do the one that's not doing anything and make maybe 5 or so. Okay, and I'll pick up this. Oops. Gather. I did do the fertilizer. I didn't actually do the fishing feed yet. Let's actually do the fishing feed, which is bug egg, which you get from ladybugs or Mr. Ladybugs. I like to put in 2 per fish. So this one's got I've got another kingfish. Nice. Let's remove one of them and feed the remaining two. The reason I'm removing one of them instead of just letting them grow is that fish tank's capacity is only like 5 fish. So even you get pairs of fish to breed. So I've currently got 1 pair which will give me 1 kingfish. 3 doesn't make another pair, so you can put in 2 pairs to 4, but because the capacity is only 5, you can still only get like 1 extra fish when they breed. So you have to do a bit of like balancing till you get the later fish tanks. And it's not called a fish tank, it's called a display tank of all things. I love that the game, because you've lost the technology in terms of the game lore. You've lost the technology and the terminology that goes with devices and things. So this data discs, it's CD-ROMs, but they just call it data discs. It's what caused the end of the world. Make a bit more steel plates. I'm gonna craft 10 more. This one craft some more. And this one, just want to get my steel plate stockpile back up as well. Okay. And I don't think my horse will be ready yet, so I might have to take the DDs to my next appointment, which is in the desert. I want to go and farm a bit of spider stuff, spider webs, for the other crop that I can't make yet. And I think they are actually, where are they? I think it's somewhere along this ridge line where the trees are. I don't think it's this one, so I'll take the stuff to this one. Yep, confirm. 20 minutes is fine. Let me just blow my nose for a minute. I'm looking for spiders, or any stuff in the desert generally that I've not had the opportunity to harvest before, like this dragon hearts. Oh man, what's this? What's this? Asteria. I think, yeah. So the asteria that I've just picked up, I had a commission that I had to abandon earlier, which is pots of asteria, which is different from the asteria sold by Alice's Flower Shop. And it took me a while. I was like, I can buy a pot of asteria. No, you cannot. Even though both are called pot of asteria. It's actually different items. So let's actually chop this one, because it gives me a nice ironwood, if I recall correctly, from my earlier excavation, or earlier expedition to the desert area. Oh, look at that. Ironwood. Nice. 9 ironwood. I think this one also gives you some nice wood of some sort. Oopsie, got stung by a bee. Pine cone. Yeah, I've got a lot of pine cone. I'm looking for spiders. I think they're somewhere along the lines here. Oh, that thing aggroes me. There we go. Wee, how do you do with these big gloves? Yeah, that's it. Don't think you can take it. Just chopping down all the trees so I can actually see the mobs. And taking the wood, of course. I think there might be like a hidden chest somewhere around here. keep a lookout for some hidden chests. Secret chests. Not really hidden, just secret. Out of the way places. Okay, nice. I think this is the level 35 mob, which is like the parent or the lead mob version. Oopsie, I'm low on stamina. Okay. Chop some more trees. Let's do this. And I should remember that I'm actually trying to get some spiders. They're somewhere around these trees. Let me actually try and find the spiders before I... Ah, there we go. I think they're up there. Chop down some trees to open my line of sight so I can see the spiders. Yeah, you can see on the minimap there's a bunch of mobs like straight ahead at 12 o'clock. Okay, some of these, which is not really what I'm looking for, but I need to get them out of the way. Spiders red, nice, got one. Oopsie, poisoned at the moment. Spladers, sorry, they're not spiders, they're spladers. Spladers. Yup. Yeah, they're poisoning me. It hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit. Oh, Mr. What is it called? Mr. Poppycock. Vouchers. Yeah, I think I need to eat something that restores my health soon. What the? Wow, that's like a big ass rock that they're throwing at you. They're all like queuing up. Or respawning super quickly, and then it looks to me like they're just like there. Let me actually get out of the way a bit. Restore some health. I've got something. Max 35 max hit point. Let's do this. Right click for use. From 428 to 900. There we go. Use to back to health 400. Nice. Let's get some more spladers. Yeah, game isn't that big in terms of number of different weapons you can get. So this the boxing gloves or lion's paws, lion's claws glove are just the current level. I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 more levels of weapons that you can upgrade. Or as far as my experience goes, there probably is some like secret something you can do to get improved weapons, which I haven't got. Maybe I should eat some of that crit stuff that I've got. Let me actually try this. Eat another one of this, and I'm gonna eat one of these, which gives me a bunch of crit. So I should be able to hit them and nearly crit. every hit. Or 1 or 2 hits each, so it doesn't... Ah, there we go. There's a secret treasure chest. Nice. Ah, so now we're at the top of the Sanyo Falls, I think. I think this, yeah, down below is another treasure chest that I can go once I'm happy with gathering all the spiders that I want to capture. The spiders. Let's see. Spiders. Sulfate. Weird thing to get from spiders. Yeah, these poppycocks gang up on you, man. Go and pick up the other chest as well before I pass out from tiredness. It is not there, it's over there. See. Nice. Wind wheel. Not sure what that does. I think it's something you use later in the game. One more tree, one more tree. Okay. Nice. I think that should be enough. Delight pass at 3 AM. So, new day. Reputation gain from advertisement. 20 points. Oh man, that might just be enough to push me into the lead. I haven't got anything that I need to put in my, what's this, defense thing. Yeah, so I've got 34 spiders right, so I should now have enough for that extra carpet recipe that I didn't have before. Let's see, sort all. I'm gonna put the spider stuff in there, and I think this wind wheel is a proper manufactured thing. Let's open this, which is honeycomb and some nests, eggs, and a feather. Just a feather. Oh, there's a disc and some eggs. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to store what I've just got. What's this? Pinecock's glasses. Okay. Let's put that in my items and gifts. And check what the tree found across today. Ah, the same thing as yesterday. From Town Hall. We'll be holding the annual Ghost Hunt Festival on the Day of Memories on Saturday. If you want to participate, please arrive on time for the festival and sign up. After that, we'll have the Walk of Memories to the graveyard to ask for the blessings of our ancestors. Nice. Worn fur times 200. Hello builder, we've completed your commission. Worn fur. These are the loot that we recovered. Enjoy. Nice working with you. I think that was all the commissions I had with them, so I'm gonna have to go and post another one, which I think will be the tempering liquid one. What did I want to do? I wanted to actually pick up some of the spare fish that I had for sale. See if I can sell a bit more. And see how my horse is doing. So I was training the horse yesterday. Oh, sorry. E-interact. Ah, he left me a gift, which is fertilizer. Pet. Pet the horse. That's my horse sound. Probably need to feed. Okay, that is that. We'll actually check the stable. Okay, no. E for feed. Okay. Stop that. It's fine. And gather that. Thank you. Whee. Oh, wait. Somebody wants something. Albert. Hello.
Oh, it's just you. Look, I'm not feeling all that social today. Actually, to be honest, I'm in a pretty bad situation.
Can I help?
I just got back from a business trip in Sandrock. While I was there, I went to a cafe. It had great dessert tea and cute waitresses. It was the perfect place for me. Until something terrible happened. I overheard one of the girls laughing about my outfit.
Oh.
This may come as a surprise to you, but I care a lot about my appearance. I try to be humble about it, but after this, I feel pretty low. I was wondering if you could maybe see what other people around town think about my style?
Sure.
I can do that. Do you want me to ask everybody?
No, that's not necessary. Anybody will do. 2 random people. Off the top of my head, maybe Phyllis and Sonia?
That's not random at all.
Hey!
How about we play? Shall we hang it together? Sure. Play at my workshop tomorrow at 10. That's fine. It's early enough in the day. How about I see a friend there? Hello. Hello. Oh, I want to take a picture. Scenic shot. Let's take it from a bit of distance. No. Rotate. Can we see the group? No. Take a picture of wheat. There we go. Saved. Thank you. Emily, how about the normal interaction?
Try hanging out with my friends sometimes. They're really nice people.
Sure. Not feces. I heard people don't like that as a gift.
It smells too good to eat.
No. Okay. Oh, so close. Don't want Higgins to beat me today. I must get the best commission. Oh, so close. A commission. I think these are the best. The arm stretches, accept. Thank you. Oh. 92. Yeah, potential 10 gain over Higgins this one. It's right. I can do this. So close. The gap is less than 100. And I've got the advertisement in the Portia Times as well. Let's see, Kingfish. It's still 112, which is nice. Another Kingfish. Some wise fish. Nice. Next store. I want to buy some roses. The thing with the roses is it's a good gift for like quite a few people in town.
Hey.
So it's like a good default gift if you don't know what they like. Ah, Alice has become your buddy. Nice. Thanks, Alice. Let's see. Some more fish flips. Tomato. I'll take it, thank you. Oh, maybe Scraps likes fish. Woof. How about some fish? Do you like fish? +1. Was it only +1? Yeah, I think the cat likes fish as well. So can sell 7 of these fish to Marsh, and then Granny Sophie on the stretcher. Oh, I wanted to talk to these people. Sonia, hello.
Hello there. What's that? You want to gossip about Albert?
Gossip.
You came to the right girl. Albert's not a bad-looking guy by any means, but he lacks the elegance of a man like Django. Angie Construction seems like a successful business, so I don't know why Albert dresses so normally. He should flaunt his wealth a little more.
Nice. Gives it to me straight. Should
You
flaunt
want to
it a
know what I
bit
think
more.
of Albert's appearance? Sure, I don't mind a little bit of gossip. Albert seems to keep himself well groomed, but his fashion isn't for me. It's a little too frontier. You either go rugged like Arlo or classy like Gust. Guys like Albert are just playing it too safe. If they're truly going to build a new town called South Block, they'll be needing a doctor there, right? Maybe that'll be my chance to shine.
Awesome. Right. Okay, I want to do an arm stretcher. I need to talk to Albert. Where's Albert? Is he there? Let's actually get some stone and then go and talk to Albert. I want to sell some fish for Granny Sophie's farm as well. Let's put that there. And some mining stone. That's the thing, if you've done a few sessions in the mines, you tend to like get quite a big, or quite a few piles of stone. And ANG Construction has this recipe exchange where you can exchange stone for wood and vice versa as well. So it's a good place to change if you've got lots of stone but not so much wood, to change your stone for wood. How's my gold situation looking like? So I have inventory 60,000 gold. The next upgrade for me is going to be house level 2. Let's do this. Wait. I need to make sure. I wrote this down yesterday when I was thinking about doing this. The next house upgrade requires 20 bronze bars. And let's see, 20 bronze bars. Bronze bars? Sure, I have bronze bars. Bronze bars, 20 bronze bars, and 20 hardwood plank. Hardwood plank, nice. And I've got enough goals because it's 10,000 goals for the house upgrade. So that would actually help me out a lot with more space and more bonus points for health and stamina. Let's talk to Albert. Where Albert? Not sure if he's ready to hear this.
That was terrible news. But I guess that waitress in Sandrock was doing me a favor in her own way. A charming bachelor like me can't walk around not knowing what people think of him. That's like building a house on a poor foundation. And I know better than that, at least. Thanks for running around for my sake, though. Here's a little something for your trouble. Maybe I should go have a talk with Carol.
So he wants Carol to help out with his fashion, because she's the clothing lady. Hello, QQ. Hello, Lulu. Hello, Lulu. Nice. I actually want to press E for this store. Thank you. So these are the two recipes. You can either do stone for wood, or wood for stone. I want to buy 999 wood. What else is there? Stamina, max health. I think the rest is just cosmetic stuff. I'll give you bonuses. Yeah, it's just cosmetic stuff. Wallpaper must be used inside level 2 house. Okay, let's upgrade the house now. I want a better house. ANG Construction, can you help me out? Let's see, level 2 house. I might have to move a few things. Upgrade. Confirm. Look at this, look at this. It is slightly insane. Rotate please. Where does it fit? Where does it fit? It doesn't fit anywhere. Oh man, look at that. Oh, the footprint is huge. Okay, let's... What if I put it over there? How about rotate one more? Where does it fit? Oh man. Like even with the increased space, I thought I'd have more room to fit this in. How does this fit? Actually rotate so I can see what it looks like. This is the only like bugbear of mine with this view, is that you can't rotate the overall view to see what it looks like from a different angle in this view, this upgrade view. So it's a bit weird. I want to see what it looks like from different angles. This is the front, right? So I want to do this. This is the front. Still early in the day. I can go and move a few things. The reason I don't like it says it's giving me those green area markers, but what's going to happen if I try and place it now is it will just randomly move all the stuff that's currently there, and I don't like it because my place is neatly ordered, man. Okay, so it's going to give me basically the first row, up to the first row of these drying racks I need to move. So anything north of that I need to move out of the way. So I need to do a bit of rearranging. Yeah, it's still early in the day. Do a bit of rearranging on my workshop area. Here's my mouse. I think I can do this without the horse. I can train the horse a bit better if I do arm stretchers. Arm stretcher, I've got enough of those. Who needs this? Okay, I did this. Who needs this? Map. This needs to go to Sonia. She doesn't look like the type. Once you get used to like moving around or getting around the map quickly with the horse, it's really hard to say. It's like, no, I need to train my horse. Don't use the horse for everything. Thank you. You've been a huge help. Nice. Magnetic bracelet. Thanks on it. Okay. Let's go and I might need to move this as well. Let's see. Stable. Train. Jump endurance utilization is a bit high. Okay, 10 hours. Okay. So anything up to here needs to move. Let's do this. Gather and pick up. Pick up. Gather while I'm there, and gather and pick up. Put this one on the side. Okay. And my fish tanks need to be moved as well. I think. Oh, don't like hiding it. Let's put it over there. Okay. Oh, there's check status. My nitro team is ready to be harvested. How many nitro does that give? Oh man, that's a good 58 nitro. So good. Sorry. Let's pick this up. Pick up. And excuse me. Fish tank coming through. Ah, Akin with Lara. It's a sad story. It's romantic, but it's sad. Oh, my rainbow flowers are almost ready. Oh man, so good, so good. Okay, I am actually then going to say if this is the limit, I might actually change my production lines. Which way? This all moved, right? Oh man. Maybe I should just place the house and just figure out where everything goes afterwards. Could probably move some of these trees all the way back to the other side. To this, because I'm not using this at the moment. Unless I move my whole production facilities on this side. Let's do that. E cover F pickup. Can I put it in the corner here? Or in a line? Yeah. E gather F pickup. The other nice thing about this is some other management type stuff. If you pick it up, it just keeps going. You can pick it up and put it down. It doesn't actually interrupt stuff if you just move it around. Make it a bit more organized. Turn it around, please. Rotate. There we go. Nice. Yeah, thinking about this now, this was a bit of an inefficient way to store it. I like the new direction a bit better. Storing it in this alignment versus what it was before. I need to make or change my civil furnaces to industrial furnaces as well. Pick up. There we go. Okay. And then all my civil furnaces. Pick up. Okay. It's getting slightly more empty. I'm gonna actually top up this one. Oh, I said I wasn't gonna top it up. I meant I was gonna move it and then top it up. Straight. Snug against it. Is that snug? Looks snug. Craft more stuff. Refuel and craft charcoal box. Okay. Gather. Pick up. Rearranging my farm for the bigger house. Oh man, if I take too long doing this, I might have to go the next day. I think they close at 6, so let's try and do this a bit more quickly. Speed up, speed up. Bit of exercise running with a furnace held above your head. Like run. Then slack down and walk. Okay. Run. That's why I'm stronger than Paulie. It's like he doesn't carry furnaces around on his head, does he? I wonder if they will all fit in one line. If they don't, I'm just going to finish the line at the back here. Got 2 more to go. Or I can just do one on this side. Yeah, it fits in just a bit. And gather, craft, refuel, and double. Okay, pick up. There we go. Nice. I should just put it in. Yeah. T. Nice. Okay, so this is moved, this is moved. These things can just be picked up and moved. It's not actually producing anything at the moment. Let's put this away. Oh man, pick up. Here's my super chair. Put this away. That chair, for those who don't know, is actually like a stamina recovery tool. You sit in and it actually fairly quickly gives you back stamina. Not as good as food, but nice. If you haven't got the like production facilities or haven't got lots of food items yet, it's a very good early game solution to stamina problems. Let's actually pick up this. Pick up this whole thing. We're going to put these at the back. Not sure how I feel about all the production stuff moving like really far away from my assembly station. I might actually move that as well. So it's a bit, I remember why I actually chose that location for the assembly station. Is my trees are in the middle of nowhere, so it's like snug against all the trees. And I placed the trees and tiles for the trees first before I actually upgraded my station. So I need to actually move and rearrange things again once. That's done. I might actually move my work table as well. So all of it's behind the trees at the moment. I think this should be it. Let's do this as well. This can go by the cooking set. Okay. And okay, I am satisfied. So that's it. And it's before 6 o'clock, so let's see if I can upgrade my house and there's space to put it down. Right, may I go yet?
Hey!
No. Hello, do you like a gift?
How thoughtful of you. I really like it. My sweet Ginger is waiting for me to have dinner. I need to head home right after I finish the work.
Oh, this? Let's see. Rock. Yeah. Rock. Yeah. Paper. Rock. Oh, paper. Slush. Rock. Yeah. Rock. Paper. Rock. Yeah. Nice. What's our relationship looking like with Gale? It is. Oh man, so close. Are we in the next level yet? I want to zoom in. Because I'm asking because at the best friend level I get 25% discount on land purchases, so that might make a big difference in how much things cost for me. Let's see, house level 2, let's upgrade this, cancel, let's actually move, work table, move, okay, I am gonna move that over here, smack bang in the middle there, just because. Home? Can it move the assembly station actually? Assembly station. Move. I want to rotate that. T, rotate. This way. Yeah, let's put that over there. Okay, then the house. This is okay, so that's how you actually change the angle of the camera, but it's like move different stuff and rotate and stuff. Okay, home, upgrade. Confirm. Now it looks like I can actually reasonably easily put it if I can do it. Oh, so close. That would be good. That's not against the assembly station, but it's alright. I've got a bit more of an idea. I think this is how big it gets. Maybe a slight increase for the next year, but this was the big jump that I wanted to be prepared for in terms of land space. Okay. Let's go and see what this looks like in reality. Ooh. I give Akis gift today.
Hey!
No. Ak a gift of an engine. Ah, brilliant. Ak became your buddy. Nice. How about the chat as well?
There used to be so many AIs walking around. It's kind of lonely to be the only one here now. What happened?
Oh. Let's see what they actually now say, because every change in the level of friendship gives you a bit more info about the character. Let's see if we just learn something about Ak. No. We know he loves industrial engine. And it gives us at different levels discounts on hiring. Okay, let's go and put stuff away. Okay.
Hello!
Hello!
If you want to know the latest happenings in Portia, just check out the Portia Times. Bye!
Bye! It's got a really enthusiastic bye! I was like, which side is the entrance? Apparently, I'm gonna enter my shop from this outside my property. Can I enter from the side? I don't think so. Can I? From the top, maybe? Nope. This is awkward. In the station. Okay. Let's make sure all the other stuff are sorted out. Okay. Stuff away. Manufactured items in there. Fish for sale in there. I think I'm gonna go mining for a bit. Wait a minute. There's stuff that I wanted to harvest. Nice. E for harvest. E for harvest. Oh, rainbow flower. Nice. Rainbow flower. Rainbow flower. More rainbow flower. Even more rainbow flower. Crazy. Look at that. Okay. Let's pick up some hardened clay, dough, and milk tea. And immediately kick off some pigment stuff, which is what the rainbow flower's for. Pigments and nitro. Oh man, that's so good that I've just harvested that. Kick off some pigments. Sell price. Here's the thing. Sell price is 25, but if you want to buy it, it's like 99. It's crazy. Okay. I think I'm gonna kick one more, or how much I can afford of pigments. Yeah, one more, and then I've got a little bit of nitro left till the next nitro tree harvest comes along. And what else? Fertilizer. Get me some fertilizer, please. Over here, put some rope, flower carpet, and thread. and I wanted to make the other one that I went farming for, which is linen rug. I'll make about 5 of those. Okay. And for this, let's see what else. Quality leather needs lots of pigment, so let's wait on that till I've got some. Make some fiber cloth. I can go and hand in some or post some more commissions for the Civil Corps. Do that. Put that away and then go and post those commissions. So manufactured and this as well, and plants. You can put in, is that clothing? It's clothing related. Let's put it in there. So I'm gonna post some commissions for the Civil Corps and then go mining for a bit. I think I've still got the license. Yeah, I've still got it till date, till the Sunday. So Civil Corps and then mining. Civil Corps. They've got this commission board that you can post. What? Training Toby. Toby wants to be a fighter. Let's see. So you can either do just like items if they've got the item in the list that you want. I wanted lobster meat. I haven't got a lot of lobster. Get that out. That's one commission, and then I want a couple of rune dives, please. And you can choose. Sometimes it varies what it actually gives, but by a little bit, not that much. So I want one that's got a lot of tempering liquid. So 6, 7, 7, or 6. But this level 3 is slightly more expensive for 7 than this one. So I tend to go for sewage plant level 2. And I want times 3, so you can do this, but it's more expensive than to get you that. And you can do it twice, because it's one commission. But it's expensive. There we go, 11,000 goals. And then I have, how much left? I've got 39,000 goals. Okay, let's go and mine a little bit. Reset. Yes. You can keep mining the same area if you want. I just prefer to reset it when I've done it a few times already. I actually just mostly want data disks because I want to keep researching. I think I've got one more day to go in my current research, and then I want to commission a new one and speed it up as much as I can, which is like, I think the default is 20 disks, and then to speed it up you can hand it another 20 or 40 disks. So that's like 60 data disks for max speed research. And I think data disk is actually just a random drop from any mining related action. So if I keep mining random stuff, as long as I keep doing it, it's like what's going to get me more. Okay, so that's springs and a box. And I've had one upgrade to the scanner, which allows you to tag 3 things at once and shows you the outline. And if you've played the game a bit, you start to recognize the outlines as well, which is why I know that it's like that one's a spring or that one's a box. There you go. See, spring. It's like I knew what it was. Amazing. So starry. And you press F. If you've not done this before, you press F to start scanning stuff. And then F to take off the scanner and just go into the digging mode. You don't really need these iron drums because you can manufacture them. It just saves you a bit of resources if you already have the item. Manganese ore. Just pick up as much as I can before I get bored and just trying to dig to the next tagged point of interest. That iron ore up there? Let's see. Okay, let's see. 300. Ah, found the bottom. There's a box. Some relic of some sort. And another iron bucket. Yeah, the drill, which is the next upgrade, hasn't got as long as animation of the swing because it's like just straight. So imagine that each animation here is like a second. I think the drill is maybe 0.1 or 0.2 seconds per like mining what you're hitting at. So it's really quick in terms of how quickly it eats your stamina. It gives you the reward that quickly as well, but it just means you chow through your stamina super quickly, which is why I'm stockpiling so many apple slices. I was showing a mate at work this game today, and he was like, "Oh, that looks like Factorio," because he saw a snippet of my workshop where I've got those furnaces churning away and it's like spewing smoke, and he's like, "Oh, you can, it's like Factorio, you can make stuff. Do you have conveyor lines?" It's like, no, sorry. It's not quite like Factorio. I've played a little bit of Factorio, about 8 hours or so of Factorio, so I've not done it that advanced, but I wouldn't say it's like Factorio actually. Maybe a little bit of the production lines, I call my production lines. It's not that much like Factorio. Spring. Okay, let's see. Close by stuff. Spring, and something. Okay, right. Engines are good. That's gifts for Ak, and Ak likes it. I did, when I was trying out different gifts for different folks, I gave one of the cats the lure, the worm lure, and that was -2 relationship. The cats do not like the worms. Don't know what made me try that. Maybe it was just like a joke or something. They like random stuff, man. Instead of trying everything, unless you use the wiki to find out what they actually like. This is a completely valid approach if you like to do your research. You like to discover things for yourself. But sometimes you give worms to cats. Now, the other thing about just having upgraded my house is I can now actually add more stuff in, because I don't think I've actually capped out my new stamina and health bonuses yet. Let's see, number 7 for a bit more stamina, and continue mining. Let's see a few more bonus stuff. Let's see, there's something, and there's something. 2 boxes. Okay, let's go in that direction. If you want to get out of the mine, you can press M, which brings up the map, and then press E to go to the entrance. I saw somebody else, another streamer, didn't know that shortcut and was trying to like walk all the way back. It's like, oh, this was the direction I came in, and then this way, and then this way, and she couldn't actually find a way out, or took a while to find a way out. But there is a shortcut. I might be incorrect as well, because I believe that person was playing on the console, whereas I'm playing on the PC, and they might not have the same shortcuts. So I might be mistaken. I have been wrong once or twice in my life before. That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm wrong quite frequently. I mean, just today I was wrong. A few times. I'm a data analyst, so I make hypotheses about things, and then I try to prove my hypothesis, and sometimes those are wrong. Quite frequently they are wrong. Be open to being disproved. There's something close. That one. No, that one. Okay. Some of the one of the later research center schematics is actually like a relic converter thing that you can place in your yard. So it then gives you the option to build a relic if you've got all the ingredients for a relic, instead of having to go to the research center to do it. What's nice about that is it automatically or can take the items from your stash, instead of you having to gather it across different storage boxes and then taking it to the research center. The downside is it takes a bit of time to actually build it, instead of like immediately from the research center. But it's a trade-off that's, I think, worth it. Gives you a bit of downtime as well. It's just, you can't just exchange like 5 items at once. It's just like, here's one item, build it, another item and build it. So you can go mine for new stuff as well in between relic constructions. Washing machine. That's a relic. Should have called it something interesting. A drum box. I'm trying to think what people who don't know what it is might call it. Missed a golden opportunity there. Could have called it a drum box. Don't know what it was used for, but apparently there was this gadget thing that the people in pre the apocalypse used a square box surrounding a drum. Don't know what they used that device for. Soldier of Lance, piece 1. Yeah, with this, all these soldier with this, soldier with scepter, soldier with mace, soldier with lance pieces. I'm tempted to just like wait for that relic builder schematic instead of trying to group them all together with all the different pieces, or like 5 different models that sound almost the same. I'm just wait for that machine and then build it. If you have the pieces, because it automatically just says yeah you have the pieces or no you don't, instead of trying to have to like figure out which is which. Oh no, this is the axe one, this is the scepter one. Soldier with blade, soldier with axe. See what I mean? That's 2 different relics actually. Elk piece. Elk clock piece 1. I think that was the one I was missing for the elk clock piece, by the way. That was one thing in terms of the relics, I thought I had all the pieces and I only had 3 or 4. I was missing the one. Late, you should get some rest. Soon. It's getting a bit late in real life as well, so I will actually, at the end of this in-game day, I will call my stream. For those who are new to the stream, I'm actually just a part-time streamer, so I stream after like a full day of work, so I don't have like 4 to 6 hours to stream on one day if it's not the weekend. So I stream about maybe half an hour and a half to 2 hours during weekdays, excluding Wednesdays, which is my day off. And then I stream for longer, maybe 4 or 5 hours on weekend days as well. But during weekdays, it's like a school night, so I can't like stream forever. But school tomorrow, and my school is actually work, not school. Nice. Yeah, it's just try and get another data disk. Just hit till I pass out. One more data disk. Yeah, there we go. One more data disk. How many data disks do I have? Inventory. So I now have 133. So I was at 60 before I started this. So just look for that session. One more data. One more. We can make one more. One more. Data disk, please. Oh, out stamina. So close. Okay. I think that's gonna be it. And I will let the game save, and then I am actually gonna say goodnight. Thank you. Go back to the main menu. And thanks everyone for tuning in. I am gonna call it. I had a good time exploring a bit of the desert and making some money from having in the fish that I caught before this stream. I hope you have a pleasant evening, if it's evening where you are. If it's not, have a great day. Hope it is a good day, that you're productive, have fun gaming, if you love gaming more than productive. Just as an FYI, before I say goodbye completely, I've got this internal tension, right? My key values that I've identified is play, productivity, and agency. Like personal, I would say personal empowerment, that you can affect things. That's what I call agency. That your choices have meaning, and for me in real life or working life, productivity box gets ticked, but not so much play. But this streaming is a I would say the ideal or golden middle ground of I feel like I'm adding value. So productivity, yes. I'm having fun, I'm playing. Tick box, yes. And agency is like, it's a game, man. You are the hero of the story. How amazing is that? While streaming is like, you're the hero of the story. I'm the hero of the stream. Imagine that. So, this is tick so many boxes, man. And hopefully it comes across that I'm adding some value to your life as well. So if I say hope you're productive or hope you play, I mean it in the sense of be good and enjoy your life. Like I'm enjoying my life playing games or being at work at the moment as well. Stuff that I enjoy. I tick boxes. Anyway, have a good evening, folks. All the best. I am back. Before I say bye, I am back tomorrow evening, which is Tuesday, 7:30 or a little bit earlier, but I will be on by 7:30, and I will see you then. Bye bye.